Hello and welcome to the CUBE English Program videocast. CUBE is formally called the Hirao School of Management, which is part of Konan University. We hope you enjoy these videos and that they help you with learning English. Okay, in this episode we're going to talk about vocabulary building. So let's get started. So on the topic of vocabulary building, we again will start with a couple of questions. Question number one, are some words more important to learn than others? Our next question, can we learn a new word after seeing or hearing it only one time? And finally, what does it mean to know a word? So question number one, are some words more important to learn than others? Well, we think that definitely yes. Some words are more important to learn, and these are words that are very common. The common words are kind of power words, and these are the words that can help you understand many areas. So according to Paul Nation in the book 1990, the most frequent 2,000 words cover about 80% of the average text. So what this means is if you know the most common or most frequently used 2,000 words, you'll understand almost 90% of any text that you pick up. So what are the frequent words? Well, there's a couple of different word lists, and in this class, we're going to introduce students to the general service list. And this list is made up of about 2,000 words. So these are the 2,000 most commonly used words in the English language. And this is for reading and speaking. And so students coming into CUBE will likely know many of these words, but we'll just go through a review to see which words that you actually do know, and then those words that you don't know in the top 2,000, we want you to learn those while you're at CUBE. Another list is the university word list, which is 836 words, called the UWL. We won't spend much time at CUBE talking about this list. But the other list, the last list is Academic Word List, AWL. And this consists of 570 words that are used in academic contexts. So these are the words that will be useful in your studies at university. In this slide, we introduce coverage. So what coverage means is what percentage of some different kinds of text are actually words that are included in the GSL and the UWL. Again, we won't be looking at the UWL at CUBE, but basically we can think of this as the common academic words. So similar to the AWL. So with academic text, then the combined GSL and UWL words account for 86.6%. So that's pretty high coverage. If you look at economics, which we study at CUBE, 91%. So you can see that these really are the power words. The GSL especially, 82.5%. Newspapers are there at 84.2%. Magazines even higher, 86.9%, and fiction, 89.1%, so almost 90%. So this is a coverage for the different words. So words, we hope you have an attitude of playfulness with words. Words are the building blocks for language, and often you can have lots and lots of fun with words, and learning new words is power. So how can we build our vocabulary? The root is the main part of the word. It can't be broken down any further. So for example, the word act. Act is a root, and the meaning is do or perform. So a sample sentence, you act like a child. The next word part that we'll introduce is prefixes, and prefixes are the word parts that come before. Pre means before, so prefix before the word. One example is re. You often see re in a word, and the meaning is back or again. So using our root word act, if we add the prefix re, react means do back or do in return. So the prefix plus the root. Example sentence, how will she react when she hears the news? The next word parts are suffixes. And the suffixes are the parts of words that come at the end of a word, come behind the root. So, for example, ion, we see this suffix quite often, and that indicates that the word has become a noun. So again, our root word was act, our prefix was re, so react, and if we add the suffix ion, we have reaction. So something done back. So this has become a noun. Prefix plus root plus suffix. And an example sentence at the bottom, her reaction to the news was childish. So these are talking about word parts. Very powerful for building your vocabulary. So back to our questions. Question 2, can we learn a new word after seeing or hearing it one time? Well, most of us would say no. Very infrequently we can remember a word after hearing it or seeing it only one time. So research shows that on average we need to meet a new word 13 or 14 times to actually learn it. Also, our last question, what does it mean to know a word? And we think about different kinds of word knowledge, and one type of word knowledge is receptive knowledge. So this is when you recognize a word when you see or hear it. So taking in, so seeing or hearing it, we understand it, this is receptive knowledge. The other type of knowledge is productive knowledge. This is actually the words that you can use in your speaking or writing. We hope in the Cube English program to address both of these types of knowledge, so receptive knowledge and productive knowledge. We want you to build both kinds of vocabulary knowledge. So our job in the Cube English program is to introduce various strategies, show you different ways to study and learn new words and new language, but you need to find what's best for you. Each student will have a little bit different learning style, and so you should understand what works best for you. And if you want to talk about this with your teachers, please do. And our advice is try lots of different strategies. We'll introduce the strategies, and if you can find other ones, try as many different ones as you can. You should also have a plan for your language study and how to learn new words. And once you make a plan, stick to it. And again, have fun, stay positive in the Cube English program. This has been the Cube English program videocast. Thanks for joining us, and best wishes for your success.